Hey there. I thought I would have my cool, neat new iPhone little plug-in microphone to try out, but I have no idea where it is. Hashtag ADHD tax. Anyway, you may notice that for most of this I appear to be reading. That's one very astute of you. Inspiration struck while I was sitting outside, listening to an audiobook, drinking some tea, Earl Grey, hot. Actually, it's double bergamot Earl Grey tea that I found that's really good. Bergamot is the orange taste that you get in Fruit Loops. Like, it's basically Fruit Loops isn't a bunch of fruits; it's literally just bergamot. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, and they use that because, like, unlike a lot of the other citrus flavors like lemon and orange, which fade pretty quickly, for whatever reason bergamot sticks around, so it lingers better. It's more pungent. But I guess the fact that I have always liked Earl Grey tea sweet with milk basically just means I like Fruit Loops. I get it's low carb Fruit Loops, I guess, especially if you use heavy cream. Anyway, yeah, that's part of why I wrote this down, to keep me on track. But sitting outside, inspiration struck, and I feverishly wrote this kind of manifesto into the Notes app on my phone. And yeah, the topic: why do I want to be a coach? Why am I a coach? I am a coach. Deep, huh? Yeah. So buckle up. We're gonna have some personal reflection here. I gotta scroll the notes down. I'm not staying on script well, but it's like my little Dumbo feather. I need to keep it close. So yeah, why coach? Like, in an industry where the term coach itself is pretty cringe, you guys. Like, synonym for like guru. Someone who can tell you, like, someone who can tell you what worked for them with the sort of, you know, confidence of an old white man. Yeah, no, sorry. I had a weird thought there, as you can tell. But no, somebody saying, like, "Oh, this is what worked for me, and it's definitely going to work for you. So I'm going to train you on what worked for me." That's not a coach to me. That's something else, and maybe that's valuable for some people. Anyway, like, I don't know. I coach because I really dig it. Like, real coaching. Like, despite being a massive introvert, I really like dig talking with people and helping them kind of lock in on that thing that they really care about, or that they really want to put out in the world, and help them grow. I was laid off last year. There's a tonal shift for you. It sucked. Like, it sucked, but it happened. I was doing agile and product development. Like, I was an agile and product coach at a big Fortune 500 company. Like, I'd help stand up teams that were developing software products. And if you know this world, like, if this is your world, for what it's worth, as like an agile coach, that's kind of one of those loaded titles. I like to think I was one of the good ones. Like, I think the main thing I was trying to do was just improve, like, corporate life for everybody involved, even if sometimes it was less impactful than I would have liked. But yeah, the company wasn't saving the world, but it was doing good work, building good products, generally selling goods and services that helped people. So that felt good. I had been there long enough that everything was, like, comfortable and easy. You know, the familiarity you get when you've just done something and been somewhere for a while. You know what you know what you don't know, you know who does know what you don't know. It was all just very comfortable and easy. I could have seen myself retiring from there had I not been, laid off. But I was. I took a few months off for some medical things. I'm fine now, by the way. And one nice, thank you for caring. And one nice thing about being, somewhere for that long was a pretty nice severance package. Things being what they are in the world, I understand how much of a luxury that was to have. But I did need a new job. Someone's got to keep a roof over my cat's head. And I got one, and it's fine. It's fine. I work with some really cool people, and I do mean that. If one of you that I work with has somehow stumbled across this video, I'm doing things I'm highly capable of. It's a lot of like program management stuff that I was doing maybe 10 years ago before I really did get into like agile coaching, and then just coaching like more holistically or general. I shouldn't say holistically in coaching. That's another combo that kind of sets off warning alarms for me. But, I started with agile coaching. That's where I learned like more broadly about coaching and kind of got into it. So I did my certifications and everything. But like, what was I saying? Yeah. But what I'm doing today, but it's not coaching. And I really like dig coaching. Like, even at my previous job, where my job title included the word coach, I spent most of my time training, facilitating, consulting, and those were fun too, and I enjoyed them. But honestly, probably like 10% of that job was coaching, helping like a new engineer, getting situated with a team, or in one case, helping them like kind of work up to submitting and being selected to speak at like a regional development conference to share some of the cool stuff they were doing, which, again, as an introvert, like I get it. I understand like the challenges of that, or maybe don't have anything to do with technical expertise, at least, for in this case, helping like a newly promoted manager who felt like unqualified to lead, like they maybe didn't have the support or training they needed, and in reality, they just needed someone to talk to help them kind of work through and talk through their stuff, like how they were standing in their way, and how to move past it and become like really an amazing leader. It was rad. It made me love, that job. So it turns out I really dig coaching. I really dig helping people who feel stuck, like who knows what they should be doing, but maybe doesn't know why they're not doing it. Or, let's be honest, maybe you know why you're not doing it, but you'd like to change that. The doing part, not the knowing part. I dig helping that person have that conversation that they need to have with themselves in order to do whatever cool ass thing you're going to do out in the world someday. I was doing that 1/10 of the time at a job that I loved, I think because of that 1/10 of the job. If I can manage to make a living doing that, like doing that part that I really loved, and say that's 75% of the job, as an aside, I understand the other 25% of the job, sadly. Capitalism dictates will need to be spent on stuff that makes me anxious, like hosting webinars and making videos like this. But think about it. Like if I could spend most of my day just helping cool people do cool stuff. Yeah, I want to do that, or at least want to try. The hard stuff, yeah. I got to go back to the script. I got off script again, people. Give me a second. Oh yeah, like anxiety. Yeah, so I was talking about like the 25, like these videos that are nerve-wracking for me. The hard stuff, the stuff that I wasn't doing, and I knew why, and I wanted to change that. The doing part, not the knowing. You see, that's a callback, right? Like, because I said that earlier. That's in the script. I wrote that. I'm pretty clever, pretty witty when I'm writing. And here I am. Doing the thing that every cell in my body doesn't want to do, because I want to I want to change. And if I'm honest, I've had some pretty awesome coaches of my own, and so that's how I know this shit works, you guys. Like, if you want it, it's really helpful. It's really powerful to talk with somebody who helps you talk with yourself. Have maybe the conversation you're not otherwise willing to have with yourself to get you over whatever hump is standing in your way. And I guess I just want to pay that forward. So yeah, I don't know, man. If any of this resonates with you, reach out. Especially if you're a nerd or you're whatever type of weird it is that I know that I am putting out, and it resonates with your kind of weird. Let's talk. D20.coach. There's info, email, stuff there. I think it'd be really neat to talk to you. Thanks.